Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. So glad that you're here for your weekly psychic tarot reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Takes you right to my book online page. So, Virgo, in the past, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. A lack of financial stability and security. This feels like first chakra issues. It feels like you were instilled with beliefs in childhood that somehow you can't create your own stability and abundance by yourself. There's something here about your lack of worth, lack of value. It kind of smacks of, it's kind of the belief system. You're a woman, you can't make money, you can't support yourself, you're this certain race, you're this certain age, there's something about you that they were like, you're going to need other people, you can't do this on, you can't have stability on your own. It feels like you grew up in a family I don't feel like you could trust the people around you. With the Nine of Wands, it feels like every man for himself, that it feels like you had to survive your childhood. It does. And it looks like, wow, okay. It looks like you then sought someone as a partner who could be the King of Pentacles upright, someone who is who could create financial or co-create financial abundance and security, stability. Feels like to be in this relationship with someone because there's a belief that I can't do it for myself. I need to be in a partnership. And it feels like you had to really hide a lot of your emotions. It feels like this person can't deal with heavy emotions. And so you had to hide, separate, disconnect from your emotions to be in this relationship. And it feels like eventually in this relationship there's a lack of passion, a lack of desire, impotence, lack of fertility, a lack of passion. Yeah, it looks like that heralded the end of that connection. All right, so Virgo, let's move on to present energy. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. You're releasing your burdens. You're letting go. Oh, you're letting go of trauma bonds. Something that was hidden is coming to light around toxicity, around a trauma bond, addictions, obsession, codependency. I think you're seeing the snoring in the background is my dog Chuck, just so you know. All right, it feels like you're wanting to let go of trauma bonds. You're releasing, you're realizing that I can't operate in this toxic way anymore. I'm trying to avoid a tower. I'm trying to avoid everything falling apart around me. But there's so much injustice. Things are so out of balance. what I do like about this is it looks like you are able to really be grounded as these emotions are coming up, as this feels very difficult in present energy, letting go of burdens, seeing these toxic trauma bonds and codependency, trying to avoid everything falling apart. It feels like the universe is trying to create justice, balance in your environment, and you're trying to hold some semblance of what isn't toxic, holding it together and realizing that so much of the environment you've been in is not for you moving forward. It might have worked at some point, but moving forward, it doesn't work. And you're able to really be present with your emotions. I think because you sense that there's happiness and clarity in this energy. And as difficult as this feels, it feels like you recognize and realize on some level that this is for the best. This is for not just the highest and greatest good. This is for your happiness. It also, with the child energy here, it feels like healing childhood trauma, doing some shadow work. And that's freeing up. It feels like your inner child can play a little more. This feels so specific. I'm getting that what would help you tune into your happiness and your childlike wonder every day is humming or singing and skipping. Remember how to skip? You could even do a fancy, like Judy Garland, like Wizard of Oz skip. It feels like just doing that activity kind of puts you in a childlike energy of, there's no reason to do this other than the enjoyment of it and the feeling of it. So that might just be for some of you. If you take me up on this, I would love to hear in the comments if you skipped around. I would love to see videos of everybody skipping. So, okay, I don't know, that just got me tickled. Everybody out there skipping down the hall to work, skipping to the water cooler, skipping down the grocery aisle. I mean, how silly is that? But how lovely is it to bring that type of energy, that's possible, that you can manufacture, you can bring that energy in at any time. All right, Virgo, what's hidden is the Four of Swords in reverse. You're coming out of healing. You're coming out of a period of healing, seeing where your beliefs have kept you stuck. That no one kept you tied down or trapped in a room. It was just a belief, some belief that you had that was keeping you stuck in where you don't want to be, something like that. Let's see what else. What's hidden? It looks like you have a belief that all partnerships are toxic, something like that. All partnerships are toxic. All men, all women, all. Do you know what I mean? It kind of has that divorced kind of feeling. I just remember when my aunts got their divorces. I think about 8 between them, something like that. There was a period of time after the separation and divorce where there's just anger and bitterness, and I've experienced it myself, and I'm like, oh, I'm bitter, I'm blackballing everybody in that whole category. It's coming from fear. Yeah, I feel like you're not wanting to be treated like an option. You're realizing your worth and value. Okay, you're not going to accept just anyone. Oh, you're waiting for your twin flame. You're waiting for soulmate, twin flame. Wow. If it's not, yeah, this might be a very untraditional connection that you're waiting for or looking for. Someone, it feels like a power dynamic, someone who can help you overcome obstacles and you help them overcome their obstacles. You don't want a player, you don't want secrets, and you don't want to have to sacrifice everything to this connection. It feels like in the past connections, your role was overgiving and sacrifice, and you don't want brutality. You don't want a cruel relationship. It feels like you're getting very clear on what you want and what you don't want moving forward. I'm liking that. All right, Virgo, the advice this week is judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse. This is someone not heeding the calling, someone not seeing things differently. A lack of growth, a lack of an inability to let go of an old way of being to move into a new and better way of being. This feels like someone it feels like a friend maybe that it feels like what I'm tuning into is someone you're not in communication with because you spoke some type of truth. This person, it feels like this energy, it could be a family member. It feels like a feminine energy, and they don't feel close to you, at least not presently as of this reading. And it feels like whenever you communicate your truth with this person, it feels like they blame you, like, oh, don't do that, like I how do I describe this? It feels like this relationship is a burden because there's someone who hasn't really become more conscious. They're not evolving, they're not growing, they're not expanding, they're kind of stuck. And just a little bit of truth, it feels like they're oh my gosh, you're in divine feminine empress energy and the energy of the Ace of Swords, truth. I think it is difficult for those who have not gone through the evolution you have, who are less mature, who are not on a path of transformation and ascension, to understand your path. And it's not their job to understand. It's not your job to try to pull them along. It's just you are walking in your truth. You're walking in the truth. And it's creating a lot of freedom and abundance for you. It feels like you've waited a long time for this beautiful Empress energy and walking in not only the truth, but your truth. It feels like to be in your family of origin, you had to give up your own soul fulfillment so you wouldn't be abandoned and rejected. And so now you're like, I'm just walking in my truth. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be in divine feminine energy, allowing, receptive. Beautiful. All right, Virgo, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Have a great week. Take care.